Hello, this video is about citation in academic writing. Citation basically means telling your readers where the information in your writing comes from. In other words, it means telling them what sources you're using and where they can find those sources. Citation is something that's very much super incredibly important to understand in academic writing, but no pressure. You probably already cite things all the time in your everyday life. For example, what if you were trying to find something to watch on TV with your friend or, grandmother? Maybe your grandmother is your best friend. She tells you that Alma from her Silver Sneakers Jiu-Jitsu club said that Watchmen was really good. Well, she just cited a source. In this case, her friend Alma, who apparently likes gritty alternate reality superhero shows about national themes. True, the kind of citation done in academic writing is a little different than just saying that a friend said a TV show was good, but some of the principles are the same. So at this point, I want to talk about a concept called ethos. Ethos is a word that basically means character or credibility. When you cite sources, whether you're citing what someone else said about an HBO Max show or writing an academic essay about nuclear fusion or something like that, keeping the ethos of your sources in mind is really important. Imagine that you have a question about spiders. Which of the following sources of information would be the most reliable? In other words, which would have the most convincing ethos? This one woman I talked to on the bus? A random website? Or an arachnologist, a scientist who studies spiders and other arachnids like scorpions, which are absolutely terrifying and I don't want to think about them. The arachnologist is probably the most reliable source of information about spiders. Similarly, if I tell someone my information about spiders comes from an arachnologist, I'll seem more reliable. Even better, if a whole bunch of arachnologists agree about some claim about spiders, that claim will be even more convincing. If I base my claims about spiders on information from strangers on public transportation or funtimecatblog.com or whatever, I won't seem all that reliable. So to go back to the example of your grandmother's friend Alma who recommended Watchmen, maybe she's recommended TV shows that you've liked in the past as well. In other words, she has a good track record. So that means we could say she has an ethos that you find convincing. Citing sources in academic writing is similar. The basic idea is to cite the work of trustworthy, reliable people, to pay special attention to people who have experience or expertise in the topic you're discussing, people with a strong ethos, in other words. Their strong ethos helps your ethos to be strong as well. Their reliability helps your reliability. Helps you make a more convincing argument. And by the way, just because someone's an expert in one field doesn't make them an expert in every field. For example, you could cite the work of an arachnologist if you were talking about spiders, but you might not cite an arachnologist for information about Mayan agricultural practices. That's just not their area of expertise. Nobody can do it all, I guess. So, to review, in academic writing, citation, that is referencing what other people say, is very important. When you cite, think about the ethos, character, credibility, of the sources that you're using and base your writing on sources that are reputable and reliable people who know what they're talking about. If your sources have a convincing ethos, then your own ethos will be more convincing to your academic readers, ultimately helping you to become a more effective academic writer. So that's a basic overview of citation. I hope it's been helpful. I have more videos that go more in depth about academic citation that you can check out if you want. And take care. Bye.